Good evening, afternoon, etc., ladies and gentlemen. I am CoraCat13, that gal with the deep voice, and last time the bird brain Sky was a bitch and left poor Rottytops to, well, rot. So in this episode, we're going to see what she wants. It looks like the Hypno Baron's at it again. At least that's what her brothers say, and you can totally trust them. It's not like they've betrayed us every which way they've tried. It's all in good fun, though. That is the most relatable statement, I think, in the entire game. I mean, I make stupid decisions when I don't have my coffee in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. I will be honest. And by morning, I mean early afternoon, because that's my morning. So, anyway. Hello, anyone home? It smells like farts in here. Alright. Well, this place is creepy enough as it is. You got wonderful skeleton knights running around. But the scariest part about this entire stage is the first half. Because it is the only stage... I didn't mean to do that. It is the only stage that acts as kind of a maze. Yeah, it's very, very easy to get lost in this region. Because the doors don't really tell you where they go, and since there's no map in this game, it makes it that much more tricky to figure out, but that's part of the fun. Anyway, we're going to need to solve this maze for two reasons. Well, three actually. One is the obvious one, we need to get to the end so that we can move on. The second one is actually to trigger a cutscene to start up a side quest that we will be starting up after we beat the stage. And thirdly, there's a heart holder in here, number 12 in fact. So of course we had to pick that up, that's very important. So yeah. I guess I could probably talk about little things I remember about this stage. I remember getting lost in this stage so often whenever I first started playing the game. Like, no joke, I got lost no less than like maybe 100 times during my first few playthroughs because it's just very easy to get lost, I'll be honest. Also, that line that Abner just said was hilarious. But yeah, the first time I was in this area, I got lost for 20 minutes before I finally figured out how to solve it. So yeah, that's a fun little tidbit. And I apologize if I stumbled over my words there. That just tends to happen with me in video game cutscenes. I'm doing an RPG after all these LPs are wrapped up. Aren't I so lucky? Oh, so many ways to get distracted. That's the only downside to doing a dialogue-heavy game. You gotta both focus on the gameplay and focus on the commentary. Although, as much of a pain in the butt as the stage can be, at least this first half, it does actually contain my favorite encounter in the game. And we will actually be running into it. It does involve the Hypno Baron, but it involves one other creature. It's that creature of unspeakable horror that Rottytops mentioned. And, yeah, once we get there, you guys are in for a treat. Because I'm probably not even going to be able to say anything because I'm going to be laughing my ass off because it is legitimately charming. I love the character that shall not be mentioned because I don't want to spoil who he is, but if you played a Shantae game, you know exactly who it is. Also, new enemy, aside from the slime girls. Fake item boxes. These, or as I like to call them, trap chests. They are exclusive to this region and are really annoying because they contain ghosts. very adorable ghosts, but still ghosts, who like to throw things at you because they're assholes. In order to liberate yourself from their wrath, you need to defeat all the ghosts that happen to be contained inside, as well as the treasure chest itself. You don't want them coming back. Which is a morbid thought. Basically, Shantae, I guess killing them again and forcing them into purgatory. It's kind of a jerk move, but whatever. They're not really that big of a concern if you know which ones are trick boxes and which ones aren't. Also, hi Edgar, how are you? We will be seeing you in the next episode, I assure you. But right now we can't get access to him because, well, you have to get over the ceiling for that. So, yeah. At least we met up with Abner. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, the trap boxes, not a big deal. I would say the slime girls are more of a threat because they can actually trap you, but as long as you have your hair at max speed, you should be fine. Because you'll be able to get enough whipping action in there to make life significantly easier for you. Also, heart holder. Ah, delicious heart holders. They just make it worth living. Also, that little box there is a trap box, and yeah, during this recording session, I completely forgot about that because I'm stupid. So, yeah, I just had to be sure, I guess. You know, no practice runs here because I am the great and powerful Cora Cat 13, the gal with the deep voice. But, yeah, you gotta do stupid things, you know? I don't know why I didn't go through that door. I guess the temptation for treasure boxes just was too overwhelming. And you know what? I don't blame past me, because if I didn't know that was a trap box, I would have gone after it now. And I'll probably forget in the next playthrough I do. So, anyway, whatever. Fuck that box. I'm not gonna let any more of you adorable little ghosties fade through. But anyway, we're almost out of this castle. So, thank goodness, we just gotta dodge these annoying skeleton dudes that we've been seeing since World 3. They just keep charging. As if it does anything. I mean, it kind of did, because before I got that heart holder, I didn't mean to go back down here. Before I got that heart holder, I was down to 4 HP, which is not a good thing. Very easy to take damage in this region. It's not hard, but it is very easy to get damaged, so I guess in that way it's a little more difficult. I am not into Vor. You're adorable, but I don't play that way. Weirdo. Although I guess a monster girl would be into that. I don't know. But, you know, I don't particularly like that. Let's get out of here before things get too weird. Or weirder, I guess. Alright, now it's time for the platforming section. You get a full HP repair there. And now we get into the bane of my existence, and possibly yours throughout this stage. The eyeball platform. These things suck, because, yeah, they move a lot. And depending on where the eyeball is facing when you step onto the platform is where it's going to go. But it only stays active for a limited amount of time before something like that happens. You just gotta be careful, man. Gotta get that toilet paper. Shantae is going to need some toilet paper after this, I tell ya. The stage isn't necessarily difficult. It just takes a lot of patience, and if you're someone like me that doesn't really have a whole lot of patience, it does get in the way. does, in fact, get in the way. Also, excellent timing. I guess if you screw up, you can do what I did there, and you can just board the platform and... ugh, I hate these enemies. You could board the platform and let it rise, and then as you descend, it probably will land on, you know, eyeball right, which can be handy. But, you know, don't rely on that. Fuck these bats. They're cute, but I want them to just not be there. Joy, birds. I love these birds. But anyway, I mentioned those spider enemies, and yeah, they are the what I like to call the asshole enemies. And by that I mean they have an obnoxious amount of defense. They like to protect themselves very often. And yeah, they take more time than necessary to kill. So, yeah. I think we're about to actually run into another one fairly soon. Get out of here. Get out of here, bat. So get out of here. Go on, beat it. Same with you, Skeledude. You're not Papyrus. I only take Sans and Papyrus and maybe Gaster if he's, you know, not crazy. Up there she is. Okay, these enemies. These enemies love defending. It's really annoying. Like, almost every single time you launch your hair at them, they are going to defend at least 2 out of every maybe 4 strikes. Now, granted, they are much easier to deal with than another particular enemy that I know that is this... I don't even know what he is. I think he is the cyclopic lobster guy. Maybe a shrimp. I didn't mean to do that. But he is the most obnoxious piece of shit in the Shantae series. Like, anyone that's played the Shantae series knows exactly which enemy I'm talking about. He likes to dart at you. He constantly defends. And it makes it that much more annoying to try to attack him because of how obnoxious he is. Yeah, I really don't know what his name is, but I don't like him. He sucks. And I'm very happy that I think he's in this game maybe once, but it's in a hidden area that you have to be purposely trying to get to. So it's like almost like you're asking for it. He's almost kind of like a mini-boss type. That was stupid. But in the most obnoxious ways. He's in almost every single Shantae game. Actually, he is in every single Shantae game. I think he appeared in the first one as well. I haven't played too far into the first one, so I have no idea. But still, just be on the watch for him. And yeah, just be patient. Don't be like me and be patient. So, anyway. We are almost done with this little platforming section. Thank goodness. Gonna watch out for the Claw Daddy there. I love it. And I don't have time for you, spider. Get out of here. Come on. Don't try to rape me with your freaking claw. Thank you. Apparently they have bones. Because it makes sense. She looks very hominoid. So anyway, it's boss time. See what the Hypno Baron has up his sleeve. You bastard. Uh-oh. That's not good. Are you ready for just unspeakable evil? The most evil thing you can ever think of? Well, here he comes. He's big. He's bulbous. He's highly sarcastic. He wants attention. It's Squid Baron. Yo! How you doing, Squid Baron? Huh? Congratulations, buddy. I'm very happy for you. I don't think that's how that works, dude. I don't think anyone would play a Squid Baron game. I'm sorry, dude. You're adorable, but still. I don't think... You know what? Shantae says it best right here. Let's just watch this. I know, right? Shantae, you're wearing blue. Yeah, unspeakable horror. If by horror you mean hilarity. Okay. Squid Baron. He's a very basic enemy. He's actually not that bad. He's actually kind of a joke compared to, I would even say, Ammo Baron, who I would say is more aggressive. He's actually not that bad, and actually I would say this is actually one of his easiest encounters because at this point you should have like 12 HP, which makes this guy just that much more of a joke. I mean, look how fast we beat him there. His attack pattern is really simple to dodge. He likes running back and forth and stuff like that. But now it's time for the actual boss fight, which is about as easy, maybe slightly harder, because, well, Hypno Baron likes to use Squid Baron as a thwomp. So anyway, this is a very rare instance in the Shantae series where you actually have two bosses to contend with and not just one. You'll have Hypno Baron kind of acting like the Grim Reaper in the Castlevania series, going in kind of a figure-8 pattern, throwing fireballs at you. He's not really that much of a threat. I would actually say Squid Baron's a bit more of a threat here because he's on the ground and harder to dodge, so... Anyway. Knock out the Squid Baron and then just kind of go to town on him, use a couple of whip attacks, and make sure you have the most up-to-date version of the pike ball weapon, and you should be fine. These guys are kind of a joke. So, anyway. Away he goes! You gotta love the fact that he just doesn't react. Yeah, you bastard. How dare you kill Squid Baron? He just wanted to be loved. It gets better. Rottytops, who is clearly trustworthy. I don't. I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. Well, that was an anticlimax, wasn't it? But damn, was it funny. I just love how self-aware that entire boss fight is. I love Squid Baron. I love the way he interacts with the Hypno Baron. I don't know if he acts like that throughout the rest of the series because I haven't played that before, but I digress. We have a new power, the Harpy ability, which is going to come in real handy next episode. So stay tuned for that. Until then, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later. Corecat13 out. Bye.